I think I have to prepare for war.
I'm not gonna lie, it makes me a little bit uneasy.
This is not freaking small. This might be what I need.
Knife, ready for battle.
Boom! Boom! Cześć ludzie! What's up people? Hola, JT here. Welcome to another episode. I don't want to be so dramatic, but we have been living some difficult times. Here in Poland, things are a little bit unknown. I don't really want to cause panic or anything like that, but if you've been watching the news, you know. And that's not good. I've been hearing about this preparation for a potential war with Russia already basically since the war in Ukraine started. Polish people historically have gone through a lot of things that lead them to not trust Russia and also not trust the allies. A lot of people say Poland is in NATO. Russia's not gonna mess with Poland because, come on, that would be messing with NATO. They really don't want to do that. At the same time, historically, if we go back to the Second World War, Poland also had allies back then. The allies also promised to defend and support and back Poland, and we know how that ended. So most Polish people are very hesitant to fully trust this alliance of NATO. Russia really does have a hard for Poland. Yeah, as much as I would like to believe that Russia would not invade Poland, and as much as I would like to believe that, what is there to gain for, Putin to come now into Poland? For crying out loud, he hasn't been able to win the war that he started 3 years ago. At the same time, it would be a little bit ludicrous not to listen to some of the people that know what is happening and people that study these things for a living and that have studied armed conflict. And one thing that they do recommend is that you are somewhat prepared, that you have an evacuation plan, that you have an evacuation emergency rucksack or backpack or bag with some essentials. And let me tell you, up until recently, I was kind of like, come on, do we really need to have boots at the front door ready to just, escape? But I did start thinking that it might not be a bad idea to have some cash laying around, might not be a bad idea to have all the documents in the same place. If something were to happen, trzymam kciuki, then nothing is really going to happen. But hey, maybe it's better to be a little bit prepared. And here I am thinking what I should buy to have on this backpack. According to the Polish government's website, there's a list right here. There's a PDF. I'm going to put the link somewhere in the description, maybe a screenshot. And they are recommending that we have in the evacuation backpack checklist: meals for days, knife, fork, spoon, rainbow jacket, original documents, flashlight, scan copies, documents, sleeping bag, change clothes, water bottle filter, soap, essential, small crowbar, pencil and notebook, and a knife. Well, to be honest, who's gonna walk around with a freaking crowbar? I have some of these things at home, so I have to go and gather them around, and some others we're gonna have to go to the store to purchase them. After thinking about it for a little bit, we're gonna build one backpack, okay? Which I would know once it's done, if I need to recreate it, it will just be a little easier. There's still internet and news and everything, so if there's some conflict approaching, I should be able to have some time to build the other backpacks, right? Without further ado, let's keep going. One thing. We have to do this right. We have to get in the mood, so. All right. I'm ready. All right, so I'm going to use this backpack, our escape backpack, okay? We have to grab some important documents. We are ready. Enter.
I'm not gonna lie, it makes me a little bit uneasy just to think that, that there could be a possibility that I might have to grab all my stuff and just leave. At the same time, it's happening every day to people all around the world, right? I checked some things that I already have at home. So I think it's actually going to be a lot easier than I thought to get this emergency backpack ready to go.
Okay, so we're here in Castorama, and what we're going to check is the small crowbar. I don't honestly think I'm going to buy a crowbar, but
Let's check it.
All right, we found the crowbars.
This is not freaking small. Look at this. Look at the size of that. Put it in my backpack like this. We're not gonna take the crowbar. But maybe they meant something like this. Break things? I don't know. Not convinced. Now we're gonna go to Hello Media Expert to try and find the walkie-talkies. A little ASMR. They're right here. Oh, nice. This is what I need. That's the only option. Oh no, they have some more here. This might be what I need. I need one of these ones for after the war.
All right, guys, so here we are. I managed to get together all the things that were on my list. Like I said, it's the official Polish government list of things that we should include on the backpack. So first of all, let's start with the backpack itself. Here I have this backpack. You know, my wife was asking me, why orange? Orange is maybe not a good color because if you're being pursued out in the wild by the enemy, they're gonna see you. And I'm like, listen, I have no intentions of fighting the enemy, at least not right now. If anything, I have intentions of being found by the friends. Yeah, this is just a spare backpack that I'm not using, that I'm willing to have everything inside of it untouched and just grab it and go. I have here all the documents, passports, of course, Dominican passports. We have Polish passports. We also have in this pouch other sorts of documents like birth certificates, marriage certificates. I have, of course, cash. We also have masks that I still have from COVID times. These disposable ones. We have also the ones that are not disposable. A ration. They say to have rations for like 2 or 3 days. In all honesty, listen, if there's a conflict, you know, I have a family. My first objective is to get my family safe. So that would imply getting out of Warsaw. So that's the first goal that I would have. Yeah, we always have snacks in the house. I can grab some stuff, throw it in a backpack last minute. So this is just a symbolical thing, a little protein bar. But we always have some stuff in the house for the road on our way to our escape. I also have this very cool multi-tool I just got. It's a fork, it's a knife, and it's also a spoon. Also a lighter. Lighter is very important. It's not working, my lighter? Where's it going on? Lighter? There it is. I have a whistle. My whistle also has, let me see if you can see this. My thermometer also has a compass, and it also has thermometer. Pretty convenient, right? A nice heavy duty, this is a heavy duty whistle, so it gets extremely loud. I also have batteries of all types. I have AA batteries. I have AAA batteries, smaller batteries. In the subject of batteries, we have a radio, AM, FM radio that it runs on batteries. Now, hear me out here. This is a radio that we have laying around the house where my wife likes to listen to Polish radio. In all truthfulness, this is something that, you know, maybe we'll throw in the car as we make our escape. If you're gonna have a radio for a proper backpack, you probably would get something small, something that looks like this with an antenna or something, you know. I have a power bank, heavy duty power bank. I can charge my phone at least 5 times with this. Something else that I purchased, and actually this is very convenient, a set of walkie-talkies, or as I think you guys call it in Polish, radiotelefon, something like this. I also have my headphones, which they come with me everywhere I go. I have a little Bluetooth speaker, because when you have children, you need to keep them entertained, okay? And whatever is happening, sometimes you have to make sure that they don't even find out that the situation is as bad as it looks. We have to make sure that they have some music and that their lives feel as normal as possible. I also have right here something that is not on the original list. It's a lock with combination. And I thought, hey, a lock is one of those things that can always be convenient. Here I have some foam tips, ear protection for children, because at the end of the day, you never know. Siren alarms might be very disturbing for children. A first aid kit. This was in my house anyways, and I always had this here. And in my first aid kit, obviously all first aid kits have different things, but in my case it's, gauze to cover wounds. You have here scissors. You have a whole array of things, plasters. So that is important. A water bottle, of course. A knife. This is just nice little knife, ready for battle, ready to cut cheese. And finally, a rain jacket as per the list of objects that must be included in your escape backpack. Well, I gotta say, I don't think I was really planning on building this backpack. I've heard people for a while now in Poland talking about the importance of having an escape backpack. Some people even propose that you have a pair of boots or shoes at the door ready. In any case, any emergency, you literally grab this, put on those shoes, and just get the heck out of where you are that might be putting you in danger. I can see how convenient this might be. It all depends on your own particular situation. I have children. I have a small baby that is 1 year old and a 7-year-old, and probably my preparation time needs to be a little longer than just that, than grabbing a pair of shoes that are out at the door. But I do think that there is a very important use in having a backpack like this, like a small backpack, with some of these things that are ready, that I don't have to think about. If I really have to get in my car, I know that I'm gonna have batteries, I know I'm gonna have documents are all in the same place, etc., and so on. I hope that this video was interesting for you guys, and yeah, let's go to the outro.
Boom! That's all, guys. That's the end of this episode. I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments, do you have your backpack? What do you have on your backpack? Do you think we're crazy by having an escape rucksack ready for any potential danger that might arise in the skies? I don't know. Let me know. I'm interested. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking this video and sharing it with your friends. I'll see you on another episode, and I hope I never have to use this damn thing. But if I do, I'm ready.